Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The wingmen at Sharp and Thibault. Avdia is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Simons in at the guard position. And for the Timberwolves, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Naz Reid out there with Julius Randle. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point. And Greg, what stands out for both of these rosters is that they both feature top-tier athleticism.
And Kevin, that bodes well for us, right? There's a lot of speed, some great athleticism. I'm sure we're going to get some highlight reel plays tonight.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Edwards' shot is good.
Well, Edwards is such a strong player. Skilled at absorbing contact and still finishing.
Ayton finds Simon. Back to Ayton. Pass to Thibault. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Simons against DiVincenzo. And here's Reid. Out to Edwards. Reid with a screen for Edwards. Just 4 to shoot. Reid misses.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Hey, Coach, what about Naz Reid? After going undrafted back in 2019, he is really showing him, isn't he?
Well, Kevin, what a story. Uncommon skill level for a player of his size. He can shoot the ball. He can handle the ball. He's got a lot in his arsenal.
Here's McDaniels. Portland making their last shot. Sinks that one from the post.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
And Simons, here we go. Kept alive. Back to Ayton. From the arc. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Edwards looking it over. Outside for Randle. Sinks the triple.
Well, defensively, all eyes are on Edwards, and that creates opportunities for others.
Sharp against DiVincenzo. Now, here's Sharp. Guarded closely. Avdia with a screen for Sharp. He gets it in there. Sharp's got his second basket.
Oh, nice job executing inside. Sharp's confidence is what makes him such a dangerous player.
Edwards finds McDaniel. Launches it. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Trailblazers trail by 6. Now let's find out what head coach Chris Finch had to say to David Aldridge. David?
Now he highlighted the problems that come along with facing a center like DeAndre Ayton. Coach said DeAndre impacts the game on both ends of the floor. He can score inside, shoot the mid-range jumper, and defensively he can protect the rim and switch out on the perimeter. Certainly a talented young center. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, David. Here's Randle. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Just naturally strong. We've seen more than one defender sort of just bounce off Randle. He's used to it.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Timberwolves.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on them.
And something else that's working for them is ball movement. A lot of their points so far have come as a result of smart plays.
Timberwolves leading by 9. And stolen by Sharp. Simons up top. McDaniels defending. Simons kicks to Avdia. Count the basket.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
Over in the corner, Randle. Back to Edwards. McDaniels against Sharp. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Just 5 to shoot. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And Simons, here we go. Oh, what a jam! Simons!
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. Here's Edwards, and he drives in, and Edwards slams it in.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And so it's Minnesota. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's quickly break down the game we're watching with the Timberwolves, guys.
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, and that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offensive output.
On the floor for Portland, the wingman is Sharp and Thibault. Avdia is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Simons in at the 1.
And good quickness there. Sharp, exciting to watch when he's in attack mode.
Last year, coach, as you know, the Timberwolves making it. And it's a great finish!
Oh, my. Yeah, Edwards has some big bounce in his step.
Now, here's Simons. Avdia, a screen on McDaniels. Avdia finds Simons. Going inside, and it's McDaniels with the rebound. Minnesota leading by 7. Edwards on. Oh, look at it right there from Edwards.
Talk about a guy who runs the floor. Edwards gets down there on the fast break so quickly.
DiVincenzo against Sharp. It's hauled in by Edwards. Pass to DiVincenzo. Reed with it, and stolen by Simons. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Edwards is figuring things out. He said there's levels. My first few years, I looked for my shot and nothing else. I've learned that I can't win without my teammates and that I have to throw them the ball too. It's a team game. I know that now. Kevin, I know it too, so I'm throwing it back to you.
And you're the best teammate we could have. Thank you, David. A nice shot by McDaniel.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
Well, I think it's because they're calling sets that really match up well with their personnel.
And it's Simons missing. Minnesota leading by 9. Randall with a screen for Edwards. Randall left side. His 3-pointers off the mark. Trailblazers have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Simons, the pass to Sharp. Now, here's Thibault. Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings with not a lot of hope for the regular season?
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll. But it can also allow you to play more freely, and you know you're bad, and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectation.
Here is Edwards. Trailblazers knocking down the tray. And Reed has it in the corner. 3 on the clock. McDaniels a screen on Avdia. Trailblazers trail by 6. Ahead, here's Thibault. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And coach, this guy, Matisse Thybulle, he really changes what you can do on offense with his defense.
Yeah, look, Matisse Thybulle's as good a defender as there is in the league. He hasn't had that profile because we haven't seen him on TV as much, but he's disruptive. He causes turnovers. He blocks shots. This guy's as good as there is in the league.
So long and disruptive, a great word to use. Now Ayton after Anthony Edwards missed from long range. Here's Sharp. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's on Anthony Edwards.
What a finish by Sharp while taking the contact. It takes skill to win these and-one opportunities.
Now here's Randall. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. Covered by Simons. Outside for Randall. Off target with his three.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
And it's Ayton missing. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Edwards passes to McDaniels. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Randall with a screen for Edwards. Randall outside. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. A beautiful finish inside by Ant.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
Sharp against DiVincenzo. Here's Avdia. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Timberwolves lead by 5. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center.
Teams are with your attention from the court. And get ready for the big half-court shot.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
They've got Gobert. Miller is out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Shannon in at the point. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Here's Alexander-Walker. And Scoot Henderson picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And Minnesota has possession. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Clock at 6. Alexander Walker passes to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Not stopping that. Gobert from there is right around 100%.
Portland had, Greg, one of the great guard combinations in Clyde Drexler and Terry Porter.
Man, that was one heck of a backcourt. And they really complemented each other so well. Drexler with his explosive scoring ability and Porter who could just do a little bit of everything.
Miller, the pass to Alexander Walker. Crafty move. And that's 2 points on the layup. Alexander Walker's got his first 2 points.
And I tell you what, he looks fresh coming out of halftime, if that possession's any indication.
Picked by Williams. Banked in off the glass. Williams has got 4 this quarter.
You know, when Williams gets positioned inside, he just looks to dominate physically, and then he shows you the skill set on top of it.
Here's Alexander Walker. Gobert, the screen. A floater, and the layup is up and in. Alexander Walker's got his second basket of the game.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Klingon with it. He's against Miller. Klingon's shot is off. Timberwolves leading by 7. Here's Alexander Walker. Off target at the rim. Trailblazers have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Klingon with it. Now defended by Gobert. Williams scanning the floor. Back to Henderson. Williams sets a screen for Henderson. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
A little like Donovan Mitchell there. Henderson makes some really tough shots in traffic.
Gobert the screen. Alexander Walker passes to Gobert. Misses from close range.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Williams can't get it to go. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Here's Alexander Walker. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Alexander Walker's got 7 points in the game.
Well, you know what's going to happen when he gets a good look. The defense has got to run him off the line.
It's stolen by Gobert. He's all alone. Shannon passes to Miller. Now, Alexander Walker. Lets it go with the 3. That shot, no good. Trailblazers trail by 8. Grant outside. On the wing, Williams. Here's Kamare. No scoring in this one. Pass to Henderson. High post try. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Minnesota with the ball. Ball stolen. Right side, Williams. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's Alexander Walker. Pass to Shannon. Gobert with a screen on Henderson. Shannon passes to Gobert. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. And here's Henderson. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. 6-point game. And there's the drive. And the layup's good off the glass. Henderson's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, once he gets a step to the rim like that, it's going to take more of the defensive effort to force the miss.
Miller outside, and no good on the last second attempt this time. And we've watched 3 so far in this one.
Come on, fans.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. Timberwolves leading by 4. On the court for the Trailblazers, the wingmen, it's Sharp and Thibault. Andre Ayton out there with Avdia. And it's Simons in at the 5. Now, here's Reed. Outside Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that one drops for him. McDaniels got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Timberwolves. DiVincenzo against Sharp. Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
And it's the way Ayton uses his body inside. It's what allows him to get so close to the basket.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Yep, it counts. And the Timberwolves lead by 6.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for Minnesota?
Well, you've got to like that they're not settling. They're attacking the defense on the drive and creating great looks.
And one other thing, I love how comfortable they are looking to operate from mid-range. And no qualms about taking those wide-open jumpers.
Now, here's Avdia. Pass to Sharp. Ayton, a screen on DiVincenzo. Sharp, the pass to Ayton. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Impressive at using the pick and roll. He slips well to the basket after setting that screen. About that. What a sensational finish.
Yeah, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Here's Sharp. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. We've seen some flashes, Coach, from Shaden Sharp in his career. He can get hot in a hurry.
Well, look, Kevin, he is a great athlete, and when his shot starts to fall consistently, he can be electric. Right now, he's putting it together little by little. He's just got to continue to improve.
Now here's Randall. Left side, Edwards. Outside for Randall. Randall with a screen for DiVincenzo. And then Randall slams it in.
You got to have guts and hops to pull off a dunk like that. Randall got a lot of both.
Sharp against DiVincenzo. Outside, Simons. Pass to Sharp. From deep. Minnesota with the rebound. Reeves got his 6th rebound on the night. Edwards with the powerful flush.
Well, just look at that power. Edwards is unbelievable.
Simons against McDaniel. And the slam dunk by Simons.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. McDaniels gets a wide open look. Connects from three-point range. McDaniels got 5 points in the quarter.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
Woo, one of his favorite moves right there, guys. Reed misses. Trailblazers trail by 6. Sharp, that's good.
And this young guy is already imposing his will on the game. Sharp, someone you can count on in the moment.
Oh, here's Edwards. And the wide open shot from Reed. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball, following the 3 by Minnesota. Ayton wide open. And it's McDaniels with the rebound.
And that's one he wants back, just wide open, but not able to connect that time.
Edwards kicks to Reed. Up top, Randall. Pass to DiVincenzo. Over Thibault. With the clock winding down. The second chance effort. And it's laid in by Randall. And now a 9-point Timberwolves lead.
An absolute warrior on the backboards. Randall knows where to be when that shot goes up.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc. 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Good chance here for McDaniels. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket. That's tipped. Stolen by Reed. And so the Timberwolves take the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is
for a Monday afternoon. To increase the starters for Utah. Markkanen and Collins to 3 and 4. Colin Sexton out there with Collier. And it's Kessler in at the 5. And for Minnesota, Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Naz Reid out there with Julius Randle. And it's DiVincenzo in at point guard. Well, Grant, tonight we've got two teams who aren't afraid to slow the pace of the game.
Well, B.A., it's because they're both adept at operating their half-court sets. They don't feel the need to push the tempo.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
Here's Collier. DiVincenzo covering. Pass to Collier. Collins outside. Shot clock at 6. And Collins with the slam.
Oh, a high flyer. Collins playing above the rim and then coming down with force.
Here's DiVincenzo, and the layup falls.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
Here's Collier. DiVincenzo covering. Shot's good by Collier.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
With to Mark. Outside for Randle. They get it back. Here's Reid. A slam dunk by Reid.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Sexton against Edwards. Kicks it out to Collins. The 3. Rebound Minnesota.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Well, the Jazz are one of just 10 NBA franchises to never win a championship, Grant.
Yeah, you know, it's so hard to believe considering they had the 4th best winning percentage in NBA history. Think about it. If it weren't for one Michael Jordan, they'd probably have 2 rings.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch, and I took the time to ask him about his strategy for Lauri Markkanen, and he said, we know he's going to hit big shots and be physical on the floor, but we're going to make him work for everything tonight. I hope we can test every shot that he takes. Hope and hard work. Can't ask for more than that, guys.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Utah shooting their first free throw this game.
Boy, in this day and age of how the game is played, Markkanen's skill set, hand in glove fit, superb at spacing the floor with his shooting stroke.
Here's Collier. DiVincenzo covering. Pass to Sexton. Kessler, a screen on Edwards. The 3 from Sexton. Utah with another miss. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. DiVincenzo, pass to Edwards. Now here's Randle. The 3 is up. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
When you have Randle on your team, he'll space out that floor.
Edwards against Sexton. Kicks it out to Collins. Sexton looking around. Pass to Markkanen. Over to the wing. And here's Collins for 3. And can't get it. He's now 1 of 3. Minnesota leading by 4. Edwards with it. Picked up by Collins. Reid sets a screen. There's a minute 17 left to play in the first.
We've got liftoff here, folks. Once Edwards sprints past the defense, it is an absolute wrap.
And from what we've seen so far in his career, Anthony Edwards wants to be that guy in crunch time, Clark.
I love his mentality. Not only in that he wants to be the guy, but he also wants to elevate his teammates. And he plays the game with an exuberance and a joy and a freshness that is, quite good to see. But I like his attack mentality and his willingness to step in. To leading his team by example at both ends of the floor.
On the wing, Sexton, guarded by Edwards. Collins with a screen on Edwards. And that one is stuffed right through.
Never bashful about showcasing his athleticism. Sexton can really get up and finish.
And that's a foul called on Walker Kessler. That's his first foul of the game. Hendricks is checked in for Utah. 35 seconds left in the first quarter. Reed sets a screen. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And they want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the coach's challenge has been made.
People were worried. The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
One thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Here's Kessler, and finished off by Kessler.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and power. Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
For three, Collins. Oh, it's good! Are you kidding me?
Oh, my goodness. That's how you beat the clock. Whoa.
Anthony Edwards has been on display for Minnesota. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. We'll be back in a moment. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for Minnesota?
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
And, in no time at all, they've also started finding points inside, already taking apart that interior defense.
Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Julius Randle out there with Naz Reid. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 1. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves. Outside Reid. Reid sets a screen. Just 5 on the clock. DiVincenzo, pass to Reid. Collins with the rebound. Utah trailing here. Here's Hendricks. No points yet. On the wing, Sexton. Down low. Here's Kessler. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
You have to be accurate there. Very little room for error passing on the interior.
Edwards with it. Picked up by Collins. For 3, Randle. Rebound, Utah. Collins, left side. And then it's Collins with the dunk.
The contact wasn't going to hold Collins down. He explodes into it and finds the shot.
Here's DiVincenzo. Outside Reid. Looking at lineups around the league, Grant, seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, BA. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Sexton against DiVincenzo. Outside Sexton. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Sexton's got 6.
I love that hoop from Colin Sexton. Don't settle, young man.
Here's Edwards. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
With defense that soft, you have to take them to task.
Utah leading. Outside Sexton. Markkanen outside. From the elbow. Randall pulls down the board. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Now here's Edwards. He's closely guarded. Reed for 3, and he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5.
Getting the ball to somebody ready to stroke it. Selfless play by Edwards there.
Collins a screen. Here's Sexton. And down it goes. 2 points. Sexton's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
And Anthony Edwards has stated that his goal is to ultimately surpass Michael Jordan.
Hey, look, that is a lofty goal to run after. I don't know if he'll catch him, but I like the fact that he's ambitious enough and confident enough to put it out there. His ability speaks for itself. This guy's a star already, and his star continues to shine. His work ethic and confidence give me belief that he's going to have a chance to at least get close to that. We know about 25 years ago, there was a guy named Kobe Bryant who sought to do something similar to what MJ did, and he got pretty close to matching.
Kessler, a screen on DiVincenzo, and looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Lays it up and banks it in. And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
DiVincenzo with the nice touch on the inside shot. Boy, he really knows how to make it work at close range.
Collins with a screen on DiVincenzo. Here's Sexton. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
Outside Edwards. Outside Reed. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Reed. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
7 seconds left in the first half. The 3, DiVincenzo gets the 3 ball to go. DiVincenzo's got 5 points now in the quarter.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Timberwolves ahead, up 5. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the big half-court shots. Drum line. They're taking above the shot.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
So the Utah 5 right now. Kenyon Martin is out there with Filipowski. Then it's Jordan Clarkson. Then there's George. And it's Sensabaugh in at the small forward position. They set the screen. Clarkson for 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Miller outside. The three ball. Sinks it from distance. Miller's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
Not the best three-point shooter in the league, but he's got enough skill that you can't just let him fire it up.
Pass to Filipowski. They swipe it. And the layup is good off the glass.
They need to run plays for him, get him more touches, whatever it takes to get him producing.
Picked by Gobert. Alexander Walker, the pass to Gobert.
Gobert knows his strengths on offense and plays to him well.
All right, Clark, how about Rudy Gobert? What consistency rebounding the ball.
Yeah, averaging double digits pretty much every season, BA. And that helps them in the battle of possessions, obviously. And it also helps them control pace. You got a guy who eats glass like that and defends at a high level. You got something real good for yourself.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves are one of the biggest teams in the association, and Coach Chris Finch said, quote, "That's how we're built. It's part of our identity. That's what we have to lean into. We want to be big at the rim and force our size on opponents." Brian, he loves to see other teams hesitant to venture into the paint.
Hearing footsteps, right? Allie, thanks. 5 on the clock. Alexander Walker, the pass to Miller, and down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision excellent.
Clarkson, left side. Pass to Sensabaugh. And he drives in, and he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
Miller, a screen on Clarkson. The shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Jazz trail by 12. Martin, the pass to George, to the middle. 1:46 left in the third. Such a wide open look. Shannon's got himself on the board with a three there.
I mean, I guess they're willing to give him that shot. They may want to rethink that strategy, though.
Here's Clarkson. Jams it in off a great move.
Elevating like a rocket booster, Clarkson likes to get into the paint and finish at the rim.
And we've got 1:18 left in the third quarter. Here's Alexander Walker. Pass to Shannon. Miller, a screen on George. Miller outside. It's good. Miller's got 7 points for the quarter.
He had his choice of finishing moves there, and you just got to love the fact he went old school with the finger roll.
And there's the foul. It's on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Stolen by Miller.
Awesome hustle from him there on defense. Excellent steal.
41 seconds left in the third. Gobert. Miller outside. Back to Gobert. Pass to Alexander Walker. Poke loose. George with a steal. Clarkson for three. He drops it from range. Clarkson's got 5 points.
Looking strong. Clarkson gets great elevation on that jumper.
Here's Shannon. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Martin outside. For three, George. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Minnesota going. And while we have a chance, let's go to our state Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Naz Reid out there with Julius Randle. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup from Minnesota. 6 to shoot. Randle on the screen. Edwards, a pass to Randle. Pure from three-point range. And the Timberwolves lead by 13.
You know, he's evolving his offense over time, Julius Randle, and I think the coaching staff is happy to see it. They like to see him take and make these shots.
Sexton with it. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
And offensively, Sexton has been in the zone. He keeps finding chances and cashing in on them.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Pass to Edwards. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound, Utah. Collins right side. And the deficit down inside single digits.
Yeah, that's a good look for Collins. I like the offensive approach right there.
Outside Edwards. Outside Reid. Back to Edwards. Reid passes to Edwards. Outside Reid. From downtown. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And he lobs it up. And it's Randle with the jam.
Just another way Randle can beat you. Good hands for the catch and finish at the rim.
Jazz trail by 14. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. They get it again. Here's Kessler. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Minnesota?
I mean, they've played some beautiful basketball all game. The passing has been impressive, and it's opened up things with their ball movement.
They've also found a lot of shots at the arc in this one and allowing their good shooters to tee it up.
This is the energy Randle provides. When he's charging inside, he wants to hammer it down.
The Jazz have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. DiVincenzo against Sexton. Collins with a screen on DiVincenzo. Sexton up top. DiVincenzo covering for 3. Collins. Randle pulls down the board.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
And Edwards slams it in.
On the front foot, attacking the defense. This is Anthony Edwards at his best.
Jazz trail by 16. Here's Sexton. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
There's a move for you.
Wow, just showed great creativity on his way to the bucket.
Hey, bump the move. How about the finish? That's right, fella. Bang that thing.
Out to DiVincenzo. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Utah's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Sexton against DiVincenzo. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Collins with a screen on DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo with the steal.
Well, with a comeback out of range, we can put a bow on this one. Good performance for the Timberwolves.
This team did a lot of things well tonight. Number one was passing the ball.
And it was a team that was in rhythm, and they just trusted each other to take the right shots.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Anthony Edwards.
Gotta respect the leadership he showed today. Made great reads and distributed the ball accordingly.
There's 42 seconds left in the final quarter. Edwards, no good. DiVincenzo against Markkanen. Pass to Kessler. Minnesota with the rebound.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
Edwards looking for an opening. Takes it in. Oh, nice! Oh, big finish!
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. Allie, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForge.
these rosters, Doris. Some interesting young and upcoming talent. Scary to think, isn't it, how good they might actually be?
Young talent means, Kevin, they have to grow. And the way you grow is playing big-time games against other talented players. So what a great opportunity on both sides against quality competition to see exactly where you're at.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup. The pairing up front, it'll be Collins and Kessler. Markkanen is out there with Sexton. And it's Hendricks in at the 3. And the wide-open shot from Avdia. Good on the triple.
Well, this is a multi-skilled big man. DeAndre Ayton's passing better than you think it is.
Here's Sexton. Up top, Markkanen. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The 7th pick in 2017, Lauri Markkanen. Almost a throw-in that Donovan Mitchell trade.
That's incredible to think of now in the context of this guy becoming an all-star in his own right, Kevin. I mean, Markkanen is a 7-footer who's got efficient offensive numbers, like 50, 40, 90 type numbers. He is an uncommon talent.
Here's Kamara. Pass to Simons. Now Thibault, 5 to shoot. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Right side, Markkanen. Kessler setting the pick for Markkanen. Now Kessler. He's covered by 8. And Kessler throws it down.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. And Simons, here we go.
Gives the team such a great element, having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Well, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
And it's important Sexton makes those. The more he hits from outside, the more the floor will open up.
Outside, Simons. With the drive, and it's Utah with the rebound. And now Utah, fast break. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Well, that's an example of using both vision and playmaking ability to find the open teammate. Sexton is a quality floor general.
Now here's 8, and it's good for 2.
But you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Earlier, I spoke with Chauncey Billups. Now, I asked Coach about the defensive game plan tonight, and he said preventing easy buckets around the rim, and that starts with John Collins. He's a great interior scorer, especially when he gets ahead of steam, so you have to limit those opportunities. Guys, back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And each season, GA, it seems like Anthony Simons is given more and more responsibility.
And you can understand why. He's proven to be a versatile scorer, and now we are seeing him take the next step with his playmaking.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Markkanen passes to Kessler. Some solid defense from Ayton.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
And Ayton throws it down.
Well, Mr. Ayton decides, why just lay it up when you can finish with authority?
For Utah, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Kessler a screen on Simons. Sexton kicks to Collins. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Denny Avdia picks one up. And when you look at John Collins' advanced numbers, Doris, they jump off the page.
Yeah, probably the advanced numbers you're referencing, Kevin. Offensive rating, true shooting percentage. And when you look at it through that lens, Collins is absolutely able to score from a variety of spots on the floor. And the guy's an absolute terror on the glass. Wow. Facing a huge size disadvantage, he goes fearless to the rack. Great athleticism and body control.
Sexton against Simon. Out left to the wing. Outside Collins. Sexton with the screen for Collins. Banked in off the glass.
And let the big man eat. It's clear that Collins loves getting these kinds of scoring opportunities.
Outside Simons. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Simons has got 6 points.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Simons against Sexton. Pass to Collins. Shoots over Avdia. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Kessler finds Collins. Collins with another miss. Here's Avdia. Again, the Trailblazers score.
How about the timing? Can be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. Trailblazers lead. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Portland.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
You've got Anthony Simons. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Avdia. Then there's Ayton. And it's Kamare in at the 2. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Oh, what a jam! Simons!
Hey, guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatic.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
You can see the explosive athleticism that caught the eye of NBA scout Sexton with the dunk.
And it's sent back by Kessler. On up the court, Collins finds Kessler. Markkanen looking it over. Takes the 3. The Trailblazers pull it in. Ayton's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Of course, when you think of the Utah Jazz, where do they fit in a very competitive Western Conference?
Well, think about it, Kev. The Gobert and Mitchell era was successful, but they couldn't get to the ultimate prize. So then you trade those 2 players away, you get a load of picks. This is the direction you've chosen, but now it's going to take some time and some patience.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, Anthony Simons came into the NBA at age 19, and he's paid his dues, working his way up from the end of the bench to a starring role. Coach Chauncey Billups says he just believes he's one of the best players in the NBA. And confidence is a big thing. Well, Kevin, he certainly earned it. Back to you.
I would totally agree with you, DA. Thank you so much. Inside, and stolen by Ayton. And here they come. A finish. And he converts the layup. Thybulle's got the lead up to 6 now for the Trailblazers.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish and transition, nice and easy.
Collins setting the big for Markkanen. Pass to Collins. Stolen by Avdia. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Goes up high for the 2-handed dunk.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Outside, Markkanen. We've got 1:55 left now here on the second. Count that one.
Boy, he's got so much length that under duress, still able to finish. Go ahead, Lowry Markkanen.
Avdia trying to break free. Out of bounds. Trailblazers ball as Portland keeps possession. .143 left in the first half. Here's Kamara. And Simons wide open. He'll fight. Drills it from outside. Simons has got 13. It seems every season, Doris, we have players speak out on being unhappy with their role.
Well, consider, Kevin, that if you're one player on a roster in the NBA, how coveted each of those spots are, but also how competitive they are. You don't get there without that nature, which means you want to play.
Simons surveying the D. 6 to shoot. Here's Kamara. Here's Hayton. Pass to Avdia. And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. He wants to talk to his guys.
Your Blazers breaker dance crew.
Here's Kamara. 6 on the shot clock. The kick out to Simon. Tries again. Now Ayton. Here's Kamara. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Markkanen dishes to Sexton. That 3 off the mark. Trailblazers leading by 7. To the paint. And Avdia the bucket on the assist by Simon. Simons has got 3 assists in the game. Outside Sexton. Outside Collins. Up in time. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We'll return shortly. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. One of the stories here, Anthony Simons getting it done today.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
I don't know that you necessarily think of him as someone who's going to create for others, but boy, all night he's been willing to make the extra pass.
Getting underway here in the second half. Here's Will Hardy's 5. Clarkson is out there with George. Then it's Martin. Then there's Filipowski. And it's Sensabaugh in at the 3. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. And the 3 ball is good. Clarkson's got the first field goal of the second half for Utah. Sharp against Clarkson. Down low, Williams. And it's Williams finishing it off.
You know, something that Williams does so well as soon as he has inside position, he just goes for the finish.
Plenty of daylight on that. Jordan Clarkson's got 6 in the quarter.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
Here's Sharp. Utah with the rebound.
Oh, an easy look, but he decides to be a crowd pleaser. I'm sure he's upset for attempting that one.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam. You see some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Grant with a screen on George. Here's Henderson, and he uses the glass on the layup. And the Trailblazers lead by 5.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Robert Williams. That's his first foul. Here's Martin, and finished off by Martin.
Not just a scorer. Clarkson is very willing to dish it when a teammate's open.
Clarkson against Sharp. There's the drive, and then Sharp with the dunk.
And then the young fella busts out the slick move inside to get open for the jam.
Greg, that was sick and slick. The D had no chance. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Jordan Clarkson showing the ability to put the ball on the deck and make a play.
Sharp against Clarkson. Sharp, the pass to Grant. Back to Sharp. And then Sharp with the dunk.
We've heard the stories about Sharp and how impressive his vertical is. Now we see it on full display.
Hey, Greg, what about Jeremy Grant? He's had about every role you can imagine on any team he's played on.
And Kevin, he started out as a second-round pick, hoping to just make a team. He's been a benchmark plug, a starter, even a #1 option in Detroit for a couple of years. Grant's done it all. Name a type of shot. Keontae George can hit it, more than capable of scoring at all three levels. And that's a rare missed opportunity from him. He's been good as gold up until that point.
And then Henderson with the dunk.
A little like Donovan Mitchell there. Henderson makes some really tough shots in traffic.
There's a good screen. Pass to Filipowski.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Jazz shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
He hits both from the stripe. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Henderson looking it over. And here is Grant. He has yet to score. Drains it from beyond the arc. And the Trailblazers lead by 8.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
The Trailblazers have gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. Williams kicks to Anderson. There's 48 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Shot clock at 5. Here's Reed. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Utah. 8-point game. Here's Clarkson. And the layup falls.
Jordan Clarkson.
Clarkson's got 10 points in just the second half.
Well, Jordan Clarkson, a nice, efficient look there. Boy, that'll help your percentages.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Kicks it out to Grant. Sharp sets the pick for Grant. And the dunk by Grant.
Well, this is something Grant does very well. Slams it home when he's got space.
Now, here's Clarkson. Gets it off. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Back to the action. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. We've got Matisse Thybulle. Ayton is out there with Denny Avdia. Then it's Anthony Simons. And it's Kamare in at the 2 spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
Well, you love that he wants to wear out the defense. What a catalyst for his team. Incredible.
Jazz trail by 9. Sexton with it. Outside Collins. Pass to Hendricks. Clock at 6. Sexton with a screen on Simon. Hendricks passes to Sexton. And the rejection by Ayton.
That's an encouraging sign for sure. Boy, when DeAndre Ayton is hustling and focused, he can send it back with the best of them. Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
The Jazz on offense. They trail by 9 points. Kessler, a screen on Simons. Sexton against Simons. The shot by Sexton, no good. Portland has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Simons finds Ayton. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Here's Kamara. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Shoots the three, buries the long-range jumper.
And guys, for Colin Sexton, it's really about taking smart shots, because when he does, you can see he's got the ability to catch fire.
Kessler against Simon. Pass to Kamara. Stolen by Kessler. And stolen by Ayton. And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Guys, over the break, Chauncey Billups had some advice for his team. Now, he told his guys not to get comfortable. He said, so we've got a little breathing room. So what? That's no reason to slow down out there. He wants them to keep the effort up. Guys?
Thank you, David.
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Sexton deciding where to go with it. Five on the clock. Portland grabs the miss. Ayton's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Avdia kicks to Simons. Collins with some nice D. Jazz trail by 11. Here's Hendricks. And once again, off the mark by Utah. For Portland, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth.
2 minutes in the game. 2 minutes.
Simons with a screen on Collins. Here's Avdia. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a 3-point opportunity.
And Doris says we've watched Avdia. He's a real threat from the perimeter now.
Yeah, Kevin, he's really good at a lot of different things on a basketball floor. I think the consistency from range wasn't there early, and defenders would give him a cushion. That is no longer the case.
Markkanen passes to Hendricks. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Nailed from three-point land. Markkanen's got it back down to within single digits for the Jazz. Portland has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Avdia finds Simon. Back to Avdia. Lets it go from the wing. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Trailblazers.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside. And that was working all game long.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Anthony Simons.
They simply can't stop him right now. This guy playing with passion and focus.
outside, Markkanen. Collins setting the pick for Markkanen. And it's blocked. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ayton.
Jazz ball.
Clock at 4.
Well, you love the fearless nature of Colin Sexton. Forces the issue, gets himself to the free throw line.
And the first one at the line is good.
At the line for the Jazz, Collins.
And Sexton drops them both. And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. So Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had.
drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup. Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Nas Reed out there with Julius Randle. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 1. Here's Simons. Inside, here's Thibault. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Really heads up there, a play where you locate the best open pass and then you get it there for an easy bucket.
Now here's Edwards. It's McDaniels on the wing. He's covered by Simons. Simons with a steal. Ayton inside, guarded by Edwards. That's good from Ayton on the assist by Simons.
The defense gets physical, but Ayton doesn't seem to get knocked off of balance. That helps him to keep the focus.
Well, Anthony Simons has credited Damian Lillard for helping him with his development.
Man, B.A., can you imagine every day on the opposite end, Damian Lillard as a young player in this league? Anthony Simons willing to listen and willing to learn. And you see how far his game has come when the reins have been handed over to him.
And Minnesota with possession here after the basket by Portland.
Well, he's got no problems getting inside if there's that kind of room available. Dante with 2.
For Portland, they've gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Here's Simons. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Here's DiVincenzo. The Blazers making their last shot. Outside for Randle. Fires for 3. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Yeah, he's such a difficult big. Randle's someone you have to run off those short corner threes.
Simons passes to Thibault. Simons against McDaniels. Avdia, screen on McDaniels. Here's Simons. Not going to go that time. Randle with some nice D. And there's the foul. It'll go on Julius Randle. That's foul number 2 for him.
A great job to establish position and square up.
Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Simons passes to Ayton. DiVincenzo with the steal. Knocks it loose. Edwards looking for an opening. Outside Reed. Simons against McDaniels. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Now here's Simons. 1:51 left in the first quarter. Shot clock at 5. From deep. Rebound Minnesota.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Grant, there have been so many great players that have gone through Portland over the years.
Yeah, it's hard to believe it's almost 50 years since their last title. It's a great city with a great fan base. And for their sake, I hope their second title comes soon.
Now here's Avdia. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. And yep, it's good.
Great decision by Simons. He's got the reputation of a score-first guard. He can dish it.
Here's Edwards. And Ayton pulls it down. For Portland, they've gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall. Here's Avdia. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Avdia's gotten his second bucket.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Chalk up 2 there.
And just an agile move by Edwards inside, allowing him to beat the contact.
Simons against McDaniels.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It made you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
And one of the stronger finishers in this game, Anthony Edwards at his best.
Simons against McDaniels. And there's the screen. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it.
Timberwolves ball.
And Minnesota with possession here. Outside, DiVincenzo. Up top, Edwards. It's McDaniels on the wing. He goes up again. And the layup good by Edwards. Edwards has got his third bucket of the night.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Timberwolves ahead. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
They've got Shaedon Sharpe, Avdia out there with DeAndre Ayton. Then it's Matisse Thybulle, and it's Kamare in at the shooting guard position. That's the group for Portland starting the second. And this is a star-driven league. But talk about the importance of role players, Grant.
Oh, BA, a lot of times they're the ones who carry the day. You know what you'll get from your stars, but when the X factor ignites, that can make the difference.
Now here's Reed. Yet to see a basket. Up top, Edwards. Getting it done inside, Edwards.
And just working his way inside, keeping Edwards out of the paint is not an easy task.
Three-pointer Sharpe. And he buries his first look.
The defense takes a chance, leaves him open at the arc, and he capitalizes.
Left side, Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Now Edwards. Give him 8. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Sharpe with it. DiVincenzo picks him up. Thybulle passes to Sharpe. Back to Thybulle. Sharpe against Edwards. Just 5 on the clock. And that one is hammered home.
And Sharpe is the kind of guy who gets up there in a hurry. That elevator, that's got some extra juice.
Right side, McDaniels. Back to Edwards. Ooh, Edwards bringing the heat.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
The Blazers have a lot to learn. Coach Chauncey Billups said, I owe it to these players to coach them. The only way I know to do that is with honesty. It's always coming from a good place. Once you know that, then you take it with love. I lead with love. I don't lead with fear. Brian?
That's a Hall of Fame mentality, Allie. He's been in their shoes.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Now here's Avdia. He's got 5. Pass to Kamare. Outside Sharpe. Over Edwards. Sharpe, no good.
And just executing your offense earlier in the clock helps you avoid shots like that.
Here's the pick. It's Edwards on the wing. He's got 10.
2 minutes.
For 3, Randall. And Ayton pulls it down. For Portland, they've gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Avdia passes to Sharpe. Back to Avdia. And he banks in the layup. Avdia's got 7.
Oh, and that's a nice find by one of the youngest players in the league. Sharp with tremendous upside to his game.
Outside Edwards. Strong drive by Edwards. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Edwards got 6 here in the quarter. And the chess match continues.
7 lead changes already, and we're still in the first half.
And you watch Shaedon Sharpe, Brent. The talent is undeniable.
Well, the athleticism really is something that jumps off the court for you. I mean, he's not just a scorer or a rebounder. I think if he uses that athleticism, he could become an elite defender in this league.
Now here's Edwards. 12 points for him. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards. Wow.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
McDaniels against Grant. The kick out to Edwards. DiVincenzo on the wing. Off target with the 3. Blazers trail by 3. Here's Sharpe. Good efficiency. He's drained 4 out of 5.
Yeah, not afraid to finish at the rim. Sharpe, just relentless.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Reed to screen on Sharpe. Edwards with it. Guarded now by Williams. Here's Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. And Williams punches it home.
Yeah, you see the vision from Henderson. Just a terrific facilitator.
DiVincenzo, pass to Edwards. Reed sets a screen. Got it off in time. Oh, what an incredible end to the corner.
Wow, incredible indeed. Waits until the very last second to let it fly.
Oh, man, that's got to be frustrating for the defense, too. You just give up momentum like that at the end of the quarter.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's Minnesota up by 4. We'll see you after. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
He's been on the attack, playing hard and going right to the rim.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. They've got Miller. He's out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Alexander Walker in a 2-guard.
In the live game, you don't see that many 6'2 players on the finishing end, but Henderson is a prime exception.
Alexander Walker, the pass to Gobert. Miller, a screen on Simons. The shot by Alexander Walker, no good.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
Outside for Henderson. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. And Brent Scoot Henderson spending 2 years with G League Ignite, the second overall pick in 2023.
Yeah, and Scoot not the first Ignite player to go very high up in the NBA draft. You think about Jalen Green with the Rockets, but an extra year in the G League, committed to staying there and developing his game. I think that helped him in terms of his maturity, and still the sky is the limit for this kid.
Alexander Walker with the bucket.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that
one. Minor. First personal foul. Second team foul.
On the wing, Simons. Covered by Alexander Walker. And it's Simons penetrating, and he dunks it down.
Such a dynamic offensive player. Great speed, great hops. Simons hard to stop when he makes his move.
Here's Alexander Walker. Pass to Gobert. Outside, Alexander Walker. Picked by Gobert. Portland grabs the miss. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. for the lead. Henderson misses. Minnesota in the lead. To the paint. Back to Alexander Walker. Picked by Gobert. Three-pointer. And another three from Minnesota.
There's no way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
Henderson, the pass to Simons. Rudy Gobert with a rebound.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Gobert passes to Alexander Walker. 5 to shoot. Miller, a screen on Simons. The shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Blazers trail by 4. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Here's Simons, drives to the hoop, and it's Gobert with a rebound.
Let's hope for his sake that he does not try that one ever again.
Alexander Walker. Oh, look at Rudy Gobert!
An awesome athlete. It's fun watching Gobert get up and hammer it down with force.
Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. And the basket is good. Henderson's got 6 here in the quarter.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Up top, Alexander Walker. He's covered by Simons. Back to Alexander Walker. Gobert with a screen on Simons. The shot by Alexander Walker, no good. And here's Henderson. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. 4-point game. And it's Reith missing. Minnesota's gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game. Here's Shannon to the left side wing. Gobert with a screen on Grant. Pass to Minot. Outside, Alexander Walker. And it's Reith with the rebound. Gobert working inside.
Yeah, just what they needed from Gobert. Grabbing the rebound with those long arms and sending it back.
Simons outside. Pass to Henderson. Simons outside. And he can't jam it through. And it's going to be out of bounds. Portland will have another go.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Avdia. He has 7. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Now Ayton. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Kamare. No good from outside. Can't hit that one. And so it's Minnesota leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Getting a lot. Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. They've got DeAndre Ayton. Matisse Thybulle out there with Denny Avdia. Then it's Shaedon Sharpe, and it's Kamare in at the 2. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Deflects the pass. Sharpe against McDaniels. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Reed passes to McDaniels. Over Ayton. And there's McDaniels. That one's good on the assist by Reed. And the Timberwolves lead by 8.
That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
Avdia against Randall. Pass to Ayton. Here's Kamare. Trailblazers got to hurry. Got to get up a shot. Thybulle against Edwards. Outside Reed. And here's McDaniels. Reed, a screen on Sharpe. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. It's Edwards on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. Edwards got 19 points. Here's Kamari, guarded by Edwards. Inside, here's Ayton. Count it.
It's a pretty high percentage shooter from there. Ayton's size and touch. It's a pretty tough combo to go against.
The Timberwolves lead by 8. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. McDaniels a screen. Pass to DiVincenzo. Outside Edwards. Randall a screen on Sharp. And here's Edwards outside. No good there. That puts him at 9 for 12 in this one. Sharp passes to Ayton. And the shot counts. He's fouled. And it's a chance for a three-point play.
Defensive foul. Anthony Edwards.
And the free throw, no good.
And Ayton, with that efficiency, just becomes an outstanding option for what you do offensively.
Pass to Edwards. Let's go with a three. Anthony Edwards rains one in.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. And here we go. The Timberwolves on the run. Puts up a three. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
Something else I've seen from them in this game is just how quick they are to capitalize on a turnover. I mean, they're pouncing on that stuff. You got to be careful when you're handling the ball around them.
Right side Edwards. Randall outside. Launches it. Portland with a rebound. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter.
Anthony Edwards. Second personal foul. Second team.
He drops the first one, and that brings him within single digits.
Portland. Matisse Thybulle.
He's off on the free throw. Unable to get the second one to drop.
Not a perfect trip to the free throw line, but they'll take what they can get at this point.
Outside Edwards. Outside DiVincenzo. Reed a screen on Sharp. And here's Edwards outside. They get it back. Another shot. Clock at 6. McDaniels from long range. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
And they had an advantage tonight. Came out sharp and did what was needed. Nice win here for the Timberwolves.
And the huge difference today, the efficiency from beyond the arc.
Yeah, once they started hitting shots, it stretched out the D and opened up the entire offense.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Anthony Edwards.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
And it's Edwards with the ball for the Timberwolves. 10-point lead. And Edwards slams it in.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
We loved it. The guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Edwards with it. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean,
the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Pete is out there with Julius Randle. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 1. And for Utah, the pairing up front, it'll be Collins and Kessler. Sexton is out there with Markkanen. And it's Hendricks in at the small forward. And both teams look to move the ball around, stand to create more offense.
Well, that's usually the best way to attack, especially against good defenses. Ball movement moves the defense, and when you've got the defense on the move, that's when you can break them down and get high percentage shots. It takes patience. It takes unselfishness.
It seems to be the most efficient way, doesn't it?
It does, especially against really good defenses.
And the fireworks begin. Should be an amazing show tonight.
Yeah, and it's important to get that first score quickly and establish your game.
Sexton against DiVincenzo. Kessler setting the pick for Collins. Misses the three. Now the Timberwolves with it. It's a three-point game. For three, Edwards. Kessler with the rebound. Utah has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Shakes them and finished off by Collins.
This is as easy as it gets for Collins. Once he establishes position, the defense is toast.
John Collins was a force in his first few years, Stan, but hasn't seemed to match that level of success since that time. Why do you think that is?
Well, I think there's a few reasons, Kevin. Number one, I just think it's a lot about opportunity. And he went from being the number 2 guy on a team to being the 3rd, 4th, even at times 5th guy on the floor. So he's not getting as much opportunity. He doesn't have as much opportunity to play some of his minutes as a center now, and that was always where he could get a quickness advantage. So even where he is now, though, this guy is a very good player and has gotten to the point he's underrated.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly, and he's good on the 3 ball.
Well, it doesn't matter where he is on the court. If Edwards likes a look, he's going to take it.
Sexton against DiVincenzo. Sexton the pass to Collins. Sexton kicks to Markkanen. The basket good off the assist from Sexton.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
DiVincenzo finds Reed. DiVincenzo against Sexton. Shot clock at 5. Here's the floater. And DiVincenzo with the lay-in. DiVincenzo's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go. And so Sexton will bring it up for the Utah Jam. Trailing by 5. Kessler a screen on DiVincenzo. Sexton the pass to Kessler. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
DiVincenzo can't hit it. Utah has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Well, Greg, over the last few seasons, one area of consistency for the Jazz has been their rebounding.
Yeah, and they have some size, and they make controlling the boards a focal point. When you're playing Utah, you better be ready to put a body on somebody.
Connects from 3-point range.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Collins setting the pick for Markkanen. Pass to Hendricks. Shot clock at 6. Kicks it out to Collins. And it's McDaniels with the rebound.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Randall. And then Randall slams it in.
You got to have guts and hops to pull off a dunk like that. Randall got a lot of both.
Sexton against DiVincenzo. Left side, Sexton gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
You know, not bashful about positioning himself inside. Sexton knows he has what it takes to score from there.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And the wide open shot from Reed. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
Kessler screen on DiVincenzo. Sexton's shot is good.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Timberwolves lead. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Timberwolves.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense.
And it's a great finish!
Oh my gosh.
One of the most explosive young bigs we have. Collins quick off the floor and gets creative at the rim.
Reed kicks to McDaniels. Now here's Edwards. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. From deep three-point land. Rebound, Utah.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking them up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
And the call will be against Julius Randle. That is his first foul of the game. The shot by Markkanen, nobody around. No good on the quick three. Timberwolves leading by 4. Edwards stretching in, and Edwards slams it in.
Yeah, doing it with speed and style. Edwards putting on a show at the rim.
Collins setting the big for Sexton. Plays it up off the glass. Sexton's got 7 points.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
So Colin Sexton is 6'3". He has the frame of a point guard, clearly. But Stan, his game is putting up points, and he can do it in a hurry.
Yeah, and Kevin, look, he's done it pretty efficiently in recent years. We have a lot of point guards in the league who are primarily scorers. And Sexton, though, you've also got to give him credit. He's made great strides as a playmaker.
He has indeed. Kessler, a screen on DiVincenzo. To the inside. Stolen by Reed. McDaniels gets a wide open look. Drops in the tray. McDaniels got his second bucket.
Well, excellent read there by Edwards. He saw someone had a better shot, and he got them the ball.
Collins, a screen on DiVincenzo. Sexton attacking. And Sexton slams it in.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
DiVincenzo passes to Randle, and another three for Minnesota.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Kessler setting the pick for Sexton. Into the lane. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Sexton against DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo with the screen on Collins. Randle kicks to McDaniels. 2 on the clock. Over Markkanen. And he can't bank that one in. Jazz trail by 6. Outside Collins. Markkanen passes to Sexton. Outside Collins. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Sexton's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Edwards. Edwards with the powerful flush.
Hey, good luck stopping Edwards when he puts his head down and attacks the basket.
Inside. Here's Kessler. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Edwards kicks to Reed. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Collins, and finished off by Collins.
And that's 2 tough points from Collins. Willing to mix it up down low.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Edwards, bursting off the floor. Edwards hammers it down.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Outside, Sexton. There's a screen by Collins. It'll count. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Minnesota on top. They lead by 3. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the 3rd quarter. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Colin Sexton having a dominant impact in this game.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Rudy Gobert is out there with Miller. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Shannon in at the point. Martin with the screen for Clarkson. And there's the whistle, illegal screen. As a coach, what were some of your favorite parts, Stan, of life on the road?
Well, Kevin, we get treated really well on the road in the NBA. I mean, you travel on great charters, people take care of your bags, you stay in great hotels. But my favorite part of being on the road was when we were on our way home. Easier to win at home, family at home. That was the favorite part.
How about the bonding experience that a lot of coaches talk about when you're out there kind of alone against the forces, just you and your team?
Well, I definitely think players bond on trips like that because they're not going in different directions. They team to spend time together. I don't think any of them ever wanted to spend time with me.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Rudy Gobert has tied for the most Defensive Player of the Year awards all time, but he's challenging himself to do more offensively. He said it's all about just being okay with missing or making mistakes, freeing my mind and doing the things that I work on to get out of this shell that I was being put in. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David Aldridge, we thank you for that report. Over a minute and a half into the 3rd quarter of action. Gobert, no good.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
Well, it's not easy to time that up. Just not quite in sync.
Shot's good by Clarkson.
A fine shooter from deep. Clarkson has a good feel for when to let it fly.
Fires the 3. Here's Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the board.
Clarkson surveying the floor. Here's Filipowski. Jazz passing it around. Here's Sensabaugh, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
It's his first trip to the line.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why. Just solid, really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Here's Alexander Walker, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Alexander Walker's got his first bucket of the night.
Well, that's what you're looking for. shots from point-blank range.
Clarkson for three. The Jazz again can't hit it. Minnesota leading by 8. Alexander Walker with the ball. And it's Martin picking him up.
2 minutes.
Here's Alexander Walker. Driving to the basket. Stolen by Martin. Here's Filipowski.
Minnesota foul. Miller. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. A shot by Clarkson, no good. For Minnesota, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. The shot's good from Alexander Walker.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
Even when he first came into the league, this was Clarkson's go-to move, pressing the action off the dribble.
Alexander Walker passes to Gobert. Gobert, the screen. To the paint. Alexander Walker finds Gobert.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Clarkson outside. Takes it inside. A second chance effort. Outside for George. Clarkson against Miller. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Sensible. And it's off from three-point range. Timberwolves leading by 10. Alexander Walker with the ball. Gobert, the screen. Alexander Walker passes to Gobert. Oh, the lob to Gobert. And the turnover, the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
Good call, ball.
9 seconds left in the third. George looking over the floor. Rudy Gobert, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Timberwolves. He got into double digits. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of the game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Well, that is what coaches want from their point guard. Set others up, play the game the right way.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. The pairing up front, it'll be Collins and Kessler. Sexton is out there with Markkanen. And it's Hendricks in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. DiVincenzo kicks to Reed. And here's Edwards from the arc. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
I love how competitive Edwards is. He relishes getting revenge like this.
Tipped away and stolen by DiVincenzo. And Randall throws it down.
And how about the combination of power, skill, and balance? Randall gets it done above the rim on that one.
DiVincenzo against Sexton. Clock at 6. Jacks up a 3. Julius Randle with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 12. To the wing right side. Here's McDaniels. And a miss there on the triple. Utah has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the fourth. To the middle. Here's Sexton. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Sexton's got 5 points in the quarter.
And there's no question Sexton can flat out score. I mean, he feels like he can get it done from anywhere.
McDaniels passes to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
Sexton with a screen on McDaniel. Markkanen from outside. Minnesota's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. Stolen away. Sexton on the wing. Edwards defending. Sexton against Edwards. Right side, Sexton. Great D that time from Edwards. Timberwolves leading by 12. Out to the wing. Good chance here for McDaniels. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket. Where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting, Greg. What's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
No one near Randall as he lets it go. A three-pointer, no good. Jazz trail by 12. Outside, Sexton launches a three. Buries it from three-point range. Sexton's got 19 points.
Clever and confident in that pick and roll. Sexton's decision-making in these sets has really improved.
Randall finds DiVincenzo. Back to Randall. Pass to McDaniels. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. 6 to shoot. Randall with a screen for Edwards. And there's the drive. And Edwards slams it in.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Timberwolves.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
And when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Anthony Edwards.
Well, he came out with great energy and effort, doing everything he could possibly do to help his team.
And Randall has got the ball here for the Timberwolves. They've led by as many as 14 points. Over to the wing. Here's McDaniels. Shot on the wing. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
Yeah, time is not on their side. The score is not on their side. Nothing you can do.
Edwards, good.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
Just 1 second between. In the air and down hard.
Oh, stop.
And finished off by Edwards. It's stolen by Edwards. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. They keep. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. With Stan Van Gundy, great.
have been tough to come by lately.
No doubt. That creates a little bit of added pressure, too. So the last thing a struggling team wants to do is lose to an opponent in the same situation.
Here's the starting group for Portland. They've got Shaedon Sharpe. DeAndre Ayton is out there with Avdia. Then it's Matisse Thybulle, and it's Kamare in a 2-guard. Now here's Sexton. Just 5 to shoot. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. Plenty of daylight on that shot.
Yeah, sharp feed by Collins. His coaches want more of that from him.
Sharpe with it, and Kessler picks him up defensively. Back to Sharpe. There's the drive. Yep, that one goes.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Now here's Sexton. He's covered closely. About a minute played here so far in the first. Avdia with a steal. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. The lob. Very well done.
Growing his passing game. Sharpe knows being able to reliably create for others will really round out his skill set.
Grant, a big reason for Utah to be excited about the future. Their young head coach, Will Hardy.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he's had this team competitive after trading away both Mitchell and Gobert. And I love how Hardy has developed guys like Lauri Markkanen.
Now here's Sharpe. And there's the foul. It's on Colin Sexton. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Kamare. It's guarded by Markkanen. 5 to shoot. Fires the 3. And it's Thybulle missing. Here's Utah. Markkanen looking it over. Pass to Hendricks. Markkanen with a screen on Sharpe. Here's Hendricks. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now here's Ayton. Here's Kamare. Avdia, screen on Markkanen. Second chance shot. Kamare, no good.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
From behind the arc. Portland with a rebound. And here's Ayton. Pass to Kamare. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. He takes it in. Here's Ayton. Ooh, Kessler with the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. Portland will have another go. Off the inbound pass. Here's Ayton. Oh, persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. We've got 1:55 left now in the first quarter. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Will Hardy gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. How they'll go about defending DeAndre Ayton came up, and Coach told me once Ayton gets deep, it's too late. We need to find him early and not let him set up down low. Push him out to the line. That's a lot to be pushing around with Ayton being as big as they come, guys.
All right, appreciate it, Allie.
Oh, and that's a nice find by one of the youngest players in the league. Sharpe with tremendous upside to his game.
Kessler a screen for 3. Sexton kicks it out to Collins. Second shot opportunity. Here's Kessler. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Kessler's got 5 points.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out.
To me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Here's Kamare. Still without a bucket. Avdia outside. For 3. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Kessler, a screen on Avdia. Collins passes to Kessler. Portland with a rebound. Aiden's got 4 rebounds in the game. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Outside Thibault. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Outside Sharp. Tries yet again. And Thibault lays it up and in.
You have to appreciate the doggedness and intensity on the glass. Wow.
Here's Collins. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And so the first quarter is in the books. Trailblazers out in front. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Portland?
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving.
Oh, wow!
And this guy has some bounce. Always fun seeing Sharp hammer at home.
Blockbuster trades have become more the norm here in the NBA, Grant. Just ask Portland in 2023.
Yeah, the Trailblazers were at the center of some big moves, but that's just how it's done now. Entire teams can be restructured in the process of a single transaction.
And it's good. 2 points.
The burst. Man, Sharp can go from 0 to 100 in the blink of an eye.
Kessler a screen. Pass to Hendricks. Markkanen right side. Here's Kessler. Kessler a screen. The 3 from Sexton. Knocks down the triple.
I mean, Sexton can shoot from anywhere. Strong from beyond the arc.
Trailblazers lead by 7. Outside Sharp. And count that. 2 points and a chance for 1 more at the line.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
And we've seen the league ramp up the series model where teams play each other in the same arena twice in a row. What do you think, Doris?
BA, I absolutely love this, and more importantly, the coaches seem to engage highly in it because they feel to a certain degree it brings you a level of almost playoff-like repetition.
Sexton, that's good. Sexton's got 5.
Well, Sexton showing that he's more than just a jump shooter. Very comfortable on the interior against size.
Outside Sharp. Into the lane. And he jams it home with authority.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Sexton looking around. Nice D from Avdia. Trailblazers lead by 10. You know, Grant, looking at the career of Colin Sexton, he had a huge 3rd season, averaged 24 a game.
Yeah, B.A., and unfortunately, Colin hurt his knee early during his 4th year. Had season-ending surgery, but we've seen Sexton make a full comeback and just a dynamic scoring guard. In terms of offense, they've been the more efficient team by far.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Outside Sexton. Collins a screen. Sexton passes to Collins. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Well, the team has got to be thrilled to see Colin Sexton work the pick and roll game and find the open teammate.
Down low. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Here's Sharp. He's got 11. Thibault with it. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, he nails that one. 3 for 4 now. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the 2nd quarter. Here's Hendricks. To the inside. Stolen by Ayton. It's Avdia on the wing. The rebound by Markkanen. Jazz trail by 12. Here's Hendricks. Outside for Sexton. Collins with a screen on Sharp. The three from Sexton. And the three-pointer goes. Sexton's got 8 points in the quarter.
Big-time range from Collins. Sexton, test your limits, young sir.
Sharp passes to Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Kessler a screen. Sexton passes to Collins. Now here's Sexton. The D's right on him. There's the three. Another three for Utah.
Collins Sexton early in his career has demonstrated great instincts in the pick and roll. Good decision making.
Good on the bucket. Ayton's gotten his third basket of the night.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly and capitalizing.
Left side, Sexton. He got it up. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers ending the quarter up 10. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. We'll be right back.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll. They're measuring up the shot.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Shaedon Sharpe really making a difference here.
Yeah, in the first half, he taught a class on how to make your teammates look good.
Doing such a great job of orchestrating this offense. I love the way he has been in complete command of the offense.
So the Trailblazers 5 right now. We've got Henderson. He's out there with Shaedon Sharpe. Jeremy Grant out there with Williams. And it's Reith in at the 4 spot. Doris, I'm going to give you 3 names here. John Stockton, Karl Malone, Pete Maravich. Which one is the greatest player to ever wear a Jazz uniform, you think?
I'm not going greatest player, BA. I'm going greatest tandem in the history of the Utah Jazz. John Stockton and Karl Malone pick and roll play were poetry in motion.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, Brian. The Jazz are making progress. Coach Will Hardy said this team has shown grit and character and has developed a lot of confidence. When we're going through game preparations, the players walk away knowing if they do certain things, they can win. That's a big step in the right direction.
A bright future, Allie. Thank you.
Really good execution by Jordan Clarkson. As a coach, you're always looking to maximize your team's consistency. That's good offense.
Williams is screen on George. Simons passes to Williams. And Williams punches it home.
With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. The free throw drops for Williams. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. Clarkson against Henderson. This one for 3. Sensible, no good.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Henderson, the pass to Grant. Here's Reith. Grant outside. And there's the drive. And the layup is good. And the Trailblazers lead by 17.
Well, how about the opportunistic Jeremy Grant taking it strong on the drive? Love it.
Henderson against Clarkson. Pass to Filipowski. Williams grabs the board.
Unbelievable. He blew that. Look, guys, no clue what went wrong there.
Williams with the screen. Grant finds Henderson. Banked it in off the glass. Henderson's got 6 points in the quarter.
Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third period run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
Clarkson outside. It's Martin on the wing. Shot clock at 5. To end the run. They grab their own miss. Here's Filipowski. Back to Martin. Clarkson against Henderson. Another shot. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And when you talk about guards who can really attack in the lane, Jordan Clarkson is on that list, Doris.
VA, there are just certain guys who are comfortable operating in tight windows. Clarkson's mindset is score. He's got a great sense for where and when to pull up into his shot. He can burn you from 3. Little bit streaky, but boy, he can really get on a hot streak.
Clarkson against Simons. There's the triple. Utah with the rebound. 1:52 left in the third quarter. Here's George. And the jam by George.
Seeing the opening, George does not hesitate. I mean, just a great move.
Up top, Henderson. He's covered by Clarkson. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It goes on Keontae George.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Portland shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Yeah, a ripped physical guard. Henderson's competitive nature and drive to keep improving is really impressive.
Martin with a screen on Henderson. Clarkson passes to Martin. Kicks it to George. Pass to Filipowski. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Filipowski's gotten 4 this quarter.
Well, what a job. Punching the ball to the interior and finishing in the paint. Nice.
Here's Simons. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Simons has got his first points of the night.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
George feels it out a bit. Oh, Williams with the block. Henderson outside. Going inside. Utah grabs the miss. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Now Martin. Still no points.
No debate there. He got hammered.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here.
Personal foul.
First one falls for him.
At the line for 2. Kenyon Martin Jr.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. And he lobs it up top. Oh, Grant throws it down.
Oh, an athletic alley-oop play by Grant. Lifting off to snatch the pass out of the air and dunk it home.
And the shot goes down. Filipowski's got 6.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end. But right now, the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers looking in total control with this 17-point advantage. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Collins and Kessler there in the middle. Lauri Markkanen out there with Colin Sexton. And it's Hendricks in at the small forward position. That's the group for Utah right now. Sharp goes in. Oh, hey! How about that?
And so difficult to defend. Sharp has 3-level scoring ability, and he is prolific.
Outside Sexton. Driving to the basket. Ooh, Ayton with the block. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Pass to Kamari. Ayton with a screen. Puts up a deep three. Kamari, no good. And so Markkanen will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Trailing by 17. Now Collins. On the wing, Sexton. Collins with a screen on Sharp. Here's Sexton. Oh, powered down with both hands.
And guys, for Colin Sexton, it's really about taking smart shots, because when he does, you can see he's got the ability to catch fire.
Outside Sharp. And there's the foul. It's on Colin Sexton. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
And stolen by Markkanen.
Moving the ball is certainly important, but forcing passes like that is simply bad basketball.
Up top, Collins. On the take. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Avdia, good look. The rebound by Markkanen. Jazz trail by 15. Collins, high post. Back to Kessler. Markkanen outside. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play. That's on Matisse Thybulle. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Trailblazers.
Well, not content to take what the defense gives them. I mean, they're attacking the gaps and getting the ball inside.
The other thing that's been impressive is really just relentless driving the basketball. Doesn't matter if the defense is there, they are challenging them and getting it done.
Here's Hendricks, guarded by Sharp. That one goes in.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
It's Avdia on the wing. Back to Sharp. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. Utah with the rebound.
If you try something like that, you better be sure to complete it.
Here's Markkanen. Nice touch inside there from Markkanen.
They've been aggressive during this run, but they've also played under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
Avdia against Collins. Avdia passes to Thybulle. Shot clock at 6. And the layup is good off the glass. And the Trailblazers lead by 10. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Pass to Collins. Kessler with it. Puts the move on. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Ayton's got rebound number 8 now. And he lobs it up to the rim. Outside Sexton. Collins a screen. Launches a 3. Avdia pulls it in.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots. Well, now it's just a matter of watching the sand fall through the hourglass. This game is wrapped up and a strong showing for the Trailblazers.
They really had things going. Their offense carried them tonight, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., tonight, simply they won the battle of the field goal percentage. I mean, it made all the difference.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
And the Jazz with possession. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. Collins a screen for 3. Sexton fires in the triple. No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort.
Avdia against Collins. Here's Kamari. And the miss. So it's Portland picking up the win. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold.